Overtones, all the cool kids are doing them. But if you're not sure how to get started, I have some simple exercises to help you bypass the fundamental and become a partial success. That's a play on words, because acoustically, a partial is a... There's no denying that practicing overtones can have huge benefits to your playing, and it can be a tool for venturing into the altissimo range, but that's not why I teach them. I primarily teach overtones as a tool for learning voicing, or how we shape our oral cavity, and this is largely done through our tongue position and shape and our air velocity. And with the right voicing, you will get a more focused tone, greater projection, a larger palette of colors, and the higher frequencies actually stimulate follicle growth, reversing male pattern baldness. That was me just 6 months ago. Before we dive into the exercises, let's cover a couple of ground rules. Number 1, while you're doing any overtone exercise, keep your embouchure relaxed. You can kind of cheat by using jaw tension or embouchure pressure to get the higher partials out. That's cheating, and you're not going to be learning the actual lesson. Keep your embouchure relaxed the entire time. At any point you're playing an overtone exercise, you should be able to drop your tongue and sound low B flat without changing your embouchure. And that's why I highly recommend interspersing exercise 0 throughout these exercises, always returning to that low B flat. And you can download that for free in the resource section of our website. I'll put a link below. Second, remember, overtones are a tool, not the goal. So don't become obsessed and spend the majority of your practice session just doing overtones. Intersperse them throughout your practice session. Don't make them the focus every single day. They're just part of a balanced diet. Practice. Now for the exercises, I actually take a slightly different approach to teaching overtones. Instead of honking out bugle calls up and down the partials, I like to take a melodic, linear approach. So we're going to start by mastering the first overtone of low B flat, which is B flat 2, or sounding middle B flat, as you may know. So we're going to start by fingering middle B flat and then slurring to low B flat. But we're going to keep sounding that middle B flat, or B flat 2. And once you've slurred to that overtone, hold it and try to bring it into focus by increasing your air velocity and experimenting with your tongue position or voicing. See if you can get a clear, rich sound out of that first overtone. Next, we're going to start on that overtone, but without slurring to it. We're going to use a slight breath articulation and just start cleanly on the overtone. And if you're having difficulty getting it out, try the syllable ku or ka. That kind of will put your tongue in a good position as a starting point, but you're going to have to experiment from there. Once you have that mastered, we're going to start climbing higher. We're going to play the overtone and lift our left pinky, slurring to C2, or the first overtone of the low C fundamental. And then we start to climb higher, keeping our embouchure relaxed, but experimenting with voicing and increasing our air velocity. Then eventually we slur up to F2, or the second overtone of low B flat. Then again, we're going to start on that overtone, or that second overtone of low B flat. Again, use a ku or a ka syllable if you need help getting the note started. From there, we slur upwards again until we reach B flat 3, or the third overtone above low B flat. And like before, try starting on that overtone with a gentle breath articulation. And if you have trouble getting it out, keep slurring to it. Slur to it again and again and hold it as long as possible. And while you're holding that B flat 3, just kind of remember how it feels inside your mouth. Once again, you can try the ku or ka syllable to get it out, and for this overtone, you're going to need greatly increased airspeed. Feel like you're tensing your abdominal muscles while you do it, like you're doing a crunch or a sit-up. That will help. And at this point, if you've been successful, congratulations, you've just completed your first overtone scale. And I've included all 12 if you want to start going higher in different keys in the resource section of the website. Now, this is not an exercise that can be mastered in a day if you're new to overtones. It's going to take a lot of work over a long period of time. It may take you weeks or months. Don't worry about it. We all come from different backgrounds and have different experience. It doesn't matter how long it takes you compared to someone else. It just matters that you work on it daily. Persistence is the key to mastery. Keep at it and do not give up. In a few episodes from now, we're going to have some more advanced overtone exercises, so start practicing. And if you have any questions or problems, please let me know in the comments below. And if you just popped out your first B flat 2 or 3, just write huzzah with a few exclamation points in the comments below. Please do give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.